Hey nerds and nerdettes, it's Rick here again, and I'm back with another review. I believe this is actually going to be a first look, which is a first for my channel, so that's pretty darn awesome. I'm taking a look at the retro Hasbro-style action figures by Mattel. These are going to be a Walmart exclusive. They run for about $9.97. There are, I believe, 6 figures in the first series. If you take a look here, we've got Undertaker, Roman Reigns, Ultimate Warrior, John Cena, Kevin Owens, Brock Lesnar. Obviously, today I'm going to be taking a look at Brock Lesnar, Kevin Owens, and Roman Reigns. I did not see Undertaker or Ultimate Warrior while I was at the store, and I didn't pick up John Cena because my hatred for him runs so darn deep that, you know, F him, right? So, anyways, let's just take a look at the packaging here. This, you know, oh my god, I'm flashback so much. I'm going to date myself here, but if you were a kid in the, let's just say the early 90s, let's just leave it at that, you know that one of the best wrestling action figure lines, period. I'm not talking about Jakks. I'm not talking about Mattel. I'm not talking about LJN. I'm talking about Hasbro. Hasbro had the best and most comprehensive WWF at the time, WWF line that was out there. I loved everything about that line. I was so jealous of my cousins. I only had one figure. That's because my interests were all over the place. I was more into Ninja Turtles and other off-the-wall things like Bucky O'Hare and Toxic Crusaders and all that at the time. But I was so jealous of my cousins who had all the Hulk Hogans and the Big Boss Man and Repo Man and Giant Gonzalez and all those. But I loved them dearly. But I had one figure, and that was Jake the Snake Roberts. I always loved Jake the Snake Roberts. So at San Diego Comic-Con this past year, 2016, when Mattel showed these off, I was like, there's no way I'm passing these up. Absolutely no way. And they've already advertised a second series of these guys, which include characters like Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. So I absolutely had to get on board with these. Now, these are going to be like old 90s style packaging. This isn't going to be like your typical blister card or anything that, you know, modern figures look like today. So you're going to have basically the giant bubble around the actual figure. Very flimsy cardboard backing. I almost don't want to open this, but you know what? Got to review them, right? It used to be the WWF logo here. You used to have a picture of the actual figure. Actually, I believe they were drawings. A little promo art of the wrestler with all the whole line shown on the back with their action features. Up here, you know, their little bios, so no one can beat the Roman Empire. Brock Lesnar's is take a trip to Suplex City, and Kevin Owens is can't stop the pop-up power bomb. So these are so cool, you guys. So that's a look at the packaging. You got Kevin Owens here, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. Sorry if you're a John Cena fan, like I said. I hate him. My hatred for him burns with the fire of 1,000 suns, so you ain't getting a review of him today. But, alright you guys, let me pop these guys open. I will be right back, and we'll take a look at the actual figures. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am 8 years old all over again. 8, 9 years old all over again. These are amazing. Oh, I love these. Even though they're modern guys, oh my god, I'm so flashed back to the 90s. Now I know how my parents feel when they're flashing back to the 60s and 70s. Jeez, oh Pete. All right, but anyways, these are, I mean, perfect representations of what the figures were like back in '90 from Hasbro. Mattel. If anybody at Mattel sees this, Bill, I know you're the production manager on the line. If you see this, I just A+, dude. Awesome. They even have the glossy look like the old figures did. So, anyways, so they all have their, you know, individual sculpts here. Kevin, obviously, is a little on the portly side. You've got the beast that is Brock Lesnar, just a massive muscle here. Now, obviously, back in the day, they didn't have the capability of doing the tattoos as well as they do here. So that, you know, I might dock them for the authentic factor, maybe a little bit on the fact that the tattoos are, you know, not quite retro, but I understand why you got to keep it a little bit modern. especially in Roman Reigns. He's got the entire sleeve tattoo. So, but otherwise, I mean, it's got that retro look. It's amazing how they were able to capture it. The likenesses are even kind of like the old line, the old Hasbro line. The likenesses are even sort of there, but more cartoony, characterized versions, which that's incredible. I'm in heaven right now, you guys. This is, I mean, I hate to be so giddy over stupid, simple toys like this, but like I said, it's like I'm a kid all over again. So here you got a close-up look at Roman Reigns. Got a screaming scan here. You got the vest. I've got a couple paint splotches here on the chest piece. No big deal. Not a deal breaker for me. But otherwise, pretty good capture of Roman Reigns. Here we've got Brock Lesnar in his MMA appearance, or his MMA look. Again, more a modern take on the tattoos as opposed to just kind of like lazy decals or no tattoos whatsoever that they had on the Hasbro figures. And then you got Kevin Owens here with his KO shirt. And again, his bull tattoo here. And of course, what are these guys without their action features? So, Kevin Owens here has the pop-up powerbomb. So you just take this guy like so. Pull him back. Bam. Powerbomb. Brock Lesnar has an F5, which is pretty much just the Hulk Hogan body slam. Like that. And then Roman Reigns has his Superman punch, which I believe is essentially the Python punch that came with the Jake the Snake figure that I had from this line. So now, I know what you guys are wondering. I know what you're here for. You want to know, does it match up with the Hasbro line? Come on, did you really think that I wasn't going to do comparisons? It's a little bit taller. They are a little bit bigger. But you can kind of fudge them. Maybe some of the other figures might be a little bit on the bigger side. I don't know. Don't have comparisons here. Just have the Jake the Snake. But otherwise, you guys, if you were a fan of the Hasbro line in the 90s, or even if you're a younger kid and you appreciate the retro look of the old Hasbros, you got to get these guys. They're at Walmart. Like I said, Walmart exclusives for about $9.97, which is cheap compared to anything that's out nowadays. These are so awesome. I cannot praise them enough. In fact, it's to the point now that I might even go back, even with my hatred, go back and take a look at John Cena. You got awesome sculpts on these guys. Very retro, very cartoony look, as they should. Paint applications are wonderful. I did not really cover that, but, you know, taking a look at it, the only issue that I have is a little bit of scuffing there on the chest piece of Roman. Otherwise, pretty immaculate. But, alright you guys, that was a look at the retro Hasbro style WWE figures by Mattel. Be on the lookout, I do have other reviews coming up soon. And as always, if you like what you see here, please subscribe. Take care, you guys.